Okay, so we have completed the import procurement. Now let's see the outline agreement. Okay, so here let's say, let's go to this screen. Okay, so outline agreement. Okay, okay, outline agreement. So basically what will happen with outline agreement, whenever let's say for a long term, let's say for 1 year or for 6 months, we need some product, and we need it on a regular basis. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to have a contract with the, let's say with the supplier. So let's say we need some iPhone. Okay, let's say we need an iPhone for let's say for 1 year. Okay, and we need, let's say 10,000 products. Okay, let's say 10,000 products per year. Okay, so now we will do an agreement with the iPhone supplier, like whoever the manufacturer is there, let's say Apple. Okay, let's say Apple, we will be having one agreement with them, right? For 1 year we will be needing 10,000 product, and there will be some price. Let's say the price will be fixed to, let's say $1,000. Okay, $1,000 per piece. Okay, so let's say you are having this contract with the Apple company. So coming to next 1 year, whatever prices will be there for iPhone, let's say it is 1100 or 900 or anything will be changed. Okay, but you have to procure the material as per the contract value only. Okay, whatever contract will be there, you have to pay as per the contract or as per the agreement. Okay, as per the agreement you have to pay to your vendor. Okay, so in this outline agreement we have two types of agreement. Okay, two types of agreement. First one is contract, second one is scheduling agreement. Okay, so contract and scheduling agreement. So basically what is the difference between contract and scheduling agreement? Both are outline agreement concept only. So here also we will create a here also we will create an agreement, here also we will create an agreement. But the difference is that whenever you are creating a contract, so whenever you need some product, you have to send one PO to the vendor. Okay, you have to send some PO to the vendor, and the vendor will supply you the item, and invoicing, all the things will be happen on basis of the contract. Okay, but in scheduling agreement what will happen, you will not provide any PO to the vendor. Okay, so whenever there is a scheduling agreement, directly there will be an agreement, and directly what you do, you will provide some dates directly. Okay, let's take an example. So let's say, what will is, what example we can take? Okay, let's take an example of any kind of online deliveries. Let's say they are providing you milk. Okay, okay, so now they are providing you milk. Let's say you need milk on a daily basis. Okay, daily you should not go to the, let's say, online platform. Any kind of apps are there, daily you should not go there, and you have to, like, you need a milk packet, you have to order one milk packet. Okay, let's say this is not the scenario. What will happen, like, you have done some agreement like for 1 month, coming next month I need the milk packet daily, 1 packet, or maybe 1 packet in 2 days, or maybe some kind of, as per your requirement, you will be having some, need some milk packets. Okay, so what will you see, what will you say to the vendor? You will say like, I need milk packet for 1 month, 1 packet per day. Okay, so your vendor will not ask you for any kind of, let's say you don't have to every day, you don't have to provide one order like, tomorrow I'll be needing 1 packet of milk, tomorrow I'll be needing 1 packet of milk. Okay, so likewise you don't have to pay, you don't have to provide any orders. Once at a time you have provided the order, now your vendor, they will send the milk packets on your requested date. Let's say you have asked for let's say 6th of February, you have asked for 1 packet. On 10th of February, you have asked for 1 packet. 15th of February, let's say you have asked for 1 packet. 20th of February, you have asked for one more packet. Let's say 25th of February, you have asked for 1 packet. So for February month, you have this much of orders. So you have mentioned on these dates, I need 1 packet of milk. Okay, so you don't have to every day, let's say on 5th you have to go to the app and you have to order one more packet. On 10th you have to go and you have to order one more packet. Likewise, you don't have to provide the orders, but in the contract process, this needs to be happen. Like, you have a contract, you need some milk, so you will be, whenever you are needing, like on the 6th of February you need a milk packet, so you will be providing one PO on the date, like 6th of February or 5th of February, you will be providing one PO to the vendor, like on this date so tomorrow I'll be needing 1 packet of milk. So let's say on 10th you will be needing 1 packet of milk. On 9th you have to provide one order like, tomorrow I'll needing 1 packet of milk. So in the contract there will be no dates or no defined dates will be there. So whenever you need the product, you will be having to provide a PO to the vendor. Okay, in scheduling agreement, you don't have to place any orders on a regular interval of time, but directly you will be sending like, we need some dates, so on these dates how much material is needed, those dates directly you will have to forward to the vendor. And on those dates, like whenever the 6th February will come, your vendor directly, they will send a material, like they will send a packet of milk to your house. Okay, on 10th they will again send you a packet of milk. Okay, as per your agreement, at the time of, let's say after the February month, there will be a invoice you will be paying to the vendor as per your agreement. Okay, understood? Understood, or any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so basically, if we see the SAP process or SAP flow, how this will occur or how this will happen. So let's say this is an example of contract. Okay, so let's say you are having one PR. So let's say you are having a PR for the material. Let's say PR for material 1,000 pieces. Okay, and let's say you are having 1,000 pieces of material. Okay, so you need 1,000 pieces of material. Let's say here you need to mention the dates also. Okay, you need to mention the dates also, like from till which date you need the material. Okay, that you need to mention the dates also. So next, if the vendor is known, then directly you can create a contract with the vendor. If the vendor is unknown, then you can process the same steps like a vendor evaluation process or vendor selection process with RFQ quotation and quotation comparison. All of the things you need to perform it. Okay, quotation comparison. After that, whenever you find the suitable vendor, then you have to create a contract. Okay. Okay, so whenever there is a comparison done, then you can create a contract with the vendor with the dates. Okay, whatever quantities are you required for a specific period of time, let's say from February 2023 to December 2023, you need one material for 1,000 pieces of some material. On some dates you need that product. Okay, so now you have to provide a like create a contract for the same. So whenever you need some material, let's say on let's say 10th of February. Okay, so 10th of February you have a PR, let's say material. For the same material you are having 10 pieces. Okay, requirement of 10 pieces. Okay, now you have a requirement of 10 pieces on date 10th. Okay, now whenever you are having this requirement, then you have to do a contract release order. So this is nothing but a PO only, but we call it on the, like whenever the PO is created on a contract, we call it as a contract release order. Okay, so whenever you are having some requirement, then you have to do one contract release order, or you need to provide a PO to the vendor. So once the, again it will be coming under the same process, like once your vendor is receiving the purchase order or contract release order, they will be sending you the material, and you have to do the GR, and then you have to do the IR process. So this is basically the contract process. So there will be one cycle for the contract creation, next one cycle is for your contract release. Okay, understood? So next, if we see about the scheduling agreement. So in the scheduling agreement, what will happen? So directly, let's say, so scheduling agreement. Let's say in scheduling agreement. So same with the scheduling agreement. First, there will be a PR, right? PR for, let's say, material, let's say X, and quantity, let's say 1,000 pieces. Okay, 1,000 pieces, and dates needs to be, let's say, February 23 to December 23. So you have a PR for that. Same process will happen till contract, till scheduling agreement, right? If you know the vendor, directly you will be creating a scheduling agreement. Okay, directly you will be having a scheduling agreement. If you don't have the vendor, then you have to process with the same, like RFQ, quotation. Okay, you have to follow the RFQ, quotation, comparison, all the things you have to do. If you have the vendor, directly you can create a scheduling agreement. Now in the second process, or now there is no second process of creating any PR or PO, there is no processes there. Okay, whenever you have created a scheduling agreement, directly you have to share the delivery dates to vendor. Okay, directly you will be having sharing, or you will be submitting the delivery dates to the vendor. On the delivery dates, let's say you are having 3 delivery dates, let's say 10th of February you have a delivery date, and 25th of February you will be having a delivery date of 1st of let's say April, you are having one delivery date. Likewise, whenever you require the product. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to send these delivery dates directly. Say on 10th of February I need 100 pieces of material. Okay, so now on 10th of February, it is your vendor's responsibility. Now they have the delivery dates, right? So now on 10th of delivery, they will send this material. Now you don't have to again provide any purchase order or any order to the vendor. Directly on 10th of February you will be receiving the product, because you have shared the delivery dates directly. Delivery dates and the details, like on which delivery date how much product you need, that you have already shared it over there. Okay, these are called scheduling dates. Okay, understood this one? So I believe you understood about the outline agreements, right? Both of the contract and scheduling agreement. So for the outline agreement, we have two process. One is contract and one is scheduling agreement. Okay. So for contract, you have to provide, again, you have to provide a contract release order, or you have to provide a PO for the vendor whenever you need the material. But for the scheduling agreement, there will be no further process. Directly, whenever you are creating a scheduling agreement, you will be sharing the dates with the vendor, and on those delivery dates your vendor will provide you the material. Okay, so now Next process is stock transfer order. Okay, so let's see what is a stock transfer order. So let's see stock transfer order. Okay, so basically, as the name suggests, it is a stock transfer order, means stock will be transferred from one location to another location. So there will be two scenarios. Okay, so first thing is, let's say stock will be transferred from one plant to another plant. So let's say this is plant 1, or let's say this is the plant 2. Okay, and both of the plants are coming under a same company code. Okay, same company, both of the plants are in a same company. So whenever both of the plants will be in a same company or a single company, there will be no accounting document, because this is a legal entity, is the company, not the plant. Okay, so company will be having all the legal entity, or it will be having all the accounting documents. So because it is under one company, so there will be no accounting documents. Whenever you are like doing a stock transfer with from one plant to another plant with a single company, there will be no accounting document will be there. Okay, so next one is, let's come to, let's say an example. There are two plants, so plant 1 and plant 2. Okay, plant 1 and plant 2, both are in different company. Let's say this is company 1 and this is, let's say, company 2. Okay, so if this is belongs to, like, these belongs to two different company codes, then you will be having the normal purchasing with accounting document. Okay, now the accounting document will create. So let's see how the flow will work in case of there will be no accounting document. Okay, so now let's see how the process flow will happen in case of whenever the stock transfer will happen within a company, and what will happen when the transfer will happen in two company codes. Okay, let's first take the example of, so whenever the stock will transfer from one plant to another plant and both of the plants are in a single company code, that process is called intra company. Intra company stock transfer order. So basically in the intra company stock transfer order, what will happen? This is a plant 1, or let's say this is a supply plant, and this is a, let's say, receiving plant. Okay, so this is a supply plant and this is a receiving plant, and both of these are in a single company code. Okay, so now what will happen, how the process will start? In the receiving plant there will be a requirement, so now the PR will be generating in the receiving plant. Okay, whenever the PR will be generating in the receiving plant, there will be a stock transfer order. This is also a purchase order. Okay, but in the stock transfer process we called as a stock transfer order. Okay, so whenever the stock transfer order is created, it will be sent to the supplying plant. Okay, now they will receive the stock transfer order. Now what will they do? They will do the goods issue. Okay, now they will do the goods issue from here. Okay, and whenever your goods have been received at the receiving plant, you will be doing the GR. Okay, so this is the basically the process of intra company STO. Okay, so details of it we will be going, how we are going to ship it, either with a shipping process, with non shipping process. There are different kind of scenarios are there, but basically this is the concept for intra-company STO. So whenever the stock transfer will happen inside one company with one plant to another plant, it will call as a intra-company STO. So in that intra-company STO, what will happen in the receiving plant? First, you have one PR will be generated, and next we'll be generating one STO for that PR. Then this STO will be received at the supplying plant. Then the supplying plant will issue the goods, or they will supply the goods to the receiving plant, and here in the receiving plant you will receive the material. Okay, because this is a only single company code, there will be no accounting document. Okay, there will be no accounting document for this process. Okay, now let's go to the next one. If we see the process, like this is the first process, this is the second process, this is the third step, and this is the fourth step. Okay, so now this is completing in the fourth step. So now let's understand the second scenario. So let's say if both of the plants, they are in a different company code, so in that case we will be saying it as a intercompany. Okay, intercompany STO. So in that intercompany STO also there will be one supplying plant, there will be an receiving plant. Okay, and this will a company code, or let's say company, right? This is under a company. Okay, so now what will be the process? So first there will be one PR generated, as same like in the receiving plant there will be a PR. Okay, PR for any kind of product, there will be a PR. Then we will create a STO for the same. So now we will be sending this STO to the supplying plant. Okay, now what will they do? They will do the same, like they will create a goods issue, okay, so material will be received here, here you will be doing the goods receipt. Okay, same process. One extra process will happen. What is that? That is the invoice. Now your supply plant will be sending you a invoice. Okay, now you have to do the payment also. Okay, you have to do the payment also. For this intercompany, there will be invoice or billing document will be generating, and you have to do the payment accordingly. This is the basic difference between intercompany and intracompany. So these things you will be getting the question in the interview session. In the interview they will be asking what is the intracompany STO or what is the intercompany STO. Is there any accounting document will be generating in the intracompany STO? So how you will pay the vendor or pay the supplying plant in the let's say in the intra company? There will be different types of question interviewer can ask, but basically you need to understand in the intra company there will be no billing, there will be no like invoice will be generating. Intercompany there will be invoice will be generating. Okay, there will be a lot of question you will getting into the interview. Whenever you are going into the interview, they will definitely ask you about the STO process. In the STO process they will ask you what is the intra company and what is the intercompany. Okay, so basically this is the concept. I believe you understood this thing, right? Understood this thing, right? So next one is external service procurement. So what is the external service procurement? We have already discussed what is the external service procurement. Now let's see what is the flow for external service procurement. Okay, so in external service procurement, what is the difference or what is the changes is over there? So it will start with the same. First, you will be having one PR for service. Okay, first you will be having one PR for the service. Now you have to create a PO. with respect to PR. Okay, so this is service also. Okay, so after you create a PO, then you will be receiving the service. But here, as you are not receiving any product, so you will not go to, or you will not having any, like you are not going to do the goods receipt, right? There will be no goods, you don't have to receive the good. Now you have to receive the services. So to have the services, or to have a like entry for the services, we will be having one service entry sheet. Okay, one service entry sheet will be there. I believe whoever are working in the, let's say, one company, so let's say whenever you are availing one service, then you have to enter something in some register will be there you have to enter, like on this date we are doing this, this service has been done, or by this person, everything you need to enter it in a, let's say, in a entry sheet or any register you are maintaining, right? So similarly, you have to enter the service in a service entry sheet. So after you have entered the service entry sheet, then you have to do the invoicing. Invoice for service. Okay. So this is basically the process of external service procurement. First, there will be a PO, PR will be generated for the service. Now you will be creating a PO. Then after the PO creation, at the time of GR, so in normal process you are doing the GR, but in the service entry, in the service procurement, you are doing a service entry sheet. You are creating a service entry sheet. There you have to enter your services, like prices and all the details, you have to enter it over there, like service entry sheet. Okay, so this is basically the change in service procurement. So I believe you understand till this one, right? So we have completed till our 10th services or 10th process. We have completed all the process that we have discussed in this sheet. Here we have seen procurement of material for stock, for direct consumption, for pipeline, for consignment, for subcontracting, for import procurement, third party, outline, stock transfer order, and external service procurement. We have discussed all of these business processes, right? I hope you are able to understand this process, or if you are not able to understand this process, I will share the recording with you. Go through that recording. So we will be again having the classes on next week. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me on the next week. Okay, just go through this processes and all the things, make a note of it. Okay, make a note of it, write a note out of it. This will be helpful in your interview process. Every interview process, this will be helpful. Okay, and the second thing, why we are explaining this business processes, once you are going to, let's say, in SAP we have two types of project. Okay, one is implementation project, one is support project. So if you are in a implementation project, then you need to understand the customer business. So you need to put the customer business in these format. So either there will be some requirement will be there for stock procurement, like standard procurement, or there will be some pipeline procurement is there, or there is some import procurement is there. You need to understand that from your business perspective, and you have to align these process in SAP. Whatever we have in SAP, you have to align those processes onto that, let's say, customer requirement. So for those things, you need to understand the process. What is the different process? Why we are doing this, or what is needed in this different processes? Okay. Second thing, whenever you are working on a support project, so normally what will happen, you will receive some ticket, you will receive some incident. Okay, in the incident there might be some issue with the purchase order. In the purchase order, there will be some data is missing, there will be some indicators are missing, or any kind of issues you will be getting on the purchase order. Okay, so now how you will analyze, there will be, like, for the different PO, let's say third party PO is a different concept, your stock transfer order is a different concept, your stock procurement is a different concept. So where you need to check where the data is fetching from, or how the data is coming to the PO screen, that you need to understand. So every business process is having a different process. Okay, so you need to understand those process, and you need to understand how the data is fetching to the PO screen. Let's take just an example, like PO can be created with respect to one PR, or with respect to any, let's say, contract, or let's say any respect to any RFQ. So how you need to find it? So to understand those kind of things, you need to understand the process. Okay, so definitely you will be having some doubts. I know that for sure. Definitely you will be having some doubts. So in the next class, in the next week, okay, if you have any doubt, then definitely ask me. But first, you need to go through all this, like recordings and all the things. You need to go through these classes, and you need to write down the processes. Okay, you need to note it down. You need to write it down and practice. Then you have to. If you have any doubt, then come back on next week. Okay.